Hello everyone, my name is Lowko, and welcome back to a best of 3 series of professional StarCraft 2. Now what I've got for you today is supposedly a bit of a nasty series, a bit of a dirty series, a bit of a cheesy series. This one has been on my list of games to cast for a couple of weeks. I hadn't gotten around to casting it just yet, but I believe we are in for a treat. Spawning here in the top left-hand corner in game number 1 on Death Aura. I'm playing with the red Protoss probes. We have none other than MaxPax. His opponent in the opposite corner with the blue Protoss pieces from Germany. We're looking at none other than ShoWTimE. Now Alrighty, we have a forge coming up right here for the Danish Protoss player. He sent out a probe very early on, and right now he sent a second probe across the map as well at the more conventional timing. And this probe actually managed to get to the opponent's natural before ShoWTimE notices. Okay, this is actually a bit of a problem. Now, he is sending a probe to the low ground over here just to see if anything weird is going on. He sees the pylon going up, immediately decides to cancel the second Vespian. Now, normally what you do if you want to go for a counter rush, indeed, is wall yourself in with 3 pylons, and now he's created, MaxPax that is, a little nuke right over here to put down some photon cannons. Now, apparently, with the first pylon finishes up, he immediately cancels 2 of those pylons. He's going to be able to get that one up without too many problems. Second pylon actually goes up for MaxPax right here inside of the main base as well to provide that high ground vision. Second photon cannon over here too. ShoWTimE on the other side of the map actually scouts that there is no gas taken here at all for the Danish player. So he knows that this is going to be a committed assault at this point for MaxPax. Alrighty, now Forge has come up here as well for ShoWTimE, who actually MaxPax tries to put up another photon cannon this time around inside of the main base, does lose the probe that's in there as well, but ShoWTimE does have his own Forge, so he could go ahead and make some of those defensive photon cannons very shortly too. That being said though, with 2 photon cannons on the low ground, actually MaxPax can just kill the pylon that was completing that wall off and preventing another probe from coming in, and that means he actually can continue counter rushing the main base right now of the German. This is so nasty. How long are we into this? 2 minutes? I'm already shouting, man. It's early in the morning. Yeah, here we go. Photon cannon versus photon cannon in a professional match of StarCraft. I am pretty sure ShoWTimE is dead. I mean, I can count, right? The last time I checked, 4 is a greater number than 3. I mean, there's a Zealot coming up. I guess he can he can pull the probes, but I mean... That means that those low ground photon cannons join in the fray as well. And there we go. Game number 1 is already over. Alrighty. So there we have it. Barely 2 minutes into this video, we already find ourselves on a romanticide. Now, I've got a feeling that the main reason why that build ended up working so well there for MaxPax is because he sent out a probe early enough to make sure that he could dodge the scouting probe right there of ShoWTimE. And you know what? Oh my god. He's once again doing the same thing. No high ground wall off. Sends out a probe before building a pylon. ShoWTimE is going to go ahead and build his own pylon in a location where he can build gateways to complete this wall off over here. This time around though, I mean, that probe is going straight through the center of the map. Yeah, oh my god, it's just going to be 2 photon cannon rushes. MaxPax, what has gotten into you, dude? Now, the irony is that ShoWTimE is one of the best defensive Protoss players in the world. So right now, I mean, MaxPax, you're going to be in some trouble, man. You're going to see... Well, I mean, ShoWTimE at this point, he sees 2 probes. That's a big tell already, and this time around, he gets a probe on the low ground a little bit sooner, but still, this 3 pylon wall-off is going to complete. He's not going to be able to prevent this very easily. ShoWTimE at this point is going to have a much easier time defending this, at least on paper, but I mean, he's still in a lot of trouble. Oh, the gateway right now is actually helping out MaxPax. This is so dirty. There we go. Photon cannon number 1. Is he going to put the second photon inside of the main base? I wouldn't even be surprised. Oh, this is so nasty. There we go. There we go. There's a photon cannon. Oh my god, that's so dirty. Okay, there's actually... Yeah, this is not a perfect wall, but it takes 3 probes to kill one of those photon cannons while it's still building, and since only 2 can actually attack it right now, it is pretty good. That being said, is this pylon in range of... Or sorry, this photon cannon in range of that pylon over there? Because if not, it's going to be very difficult to actually get units into the main base once again to finish off all of this cannoning, right? I mean, MaxPax does have 3 photon cannons coming up right now, or the 3rd one coming up. ShoWTimE already building his own photons as well, because once again, he followed this up with a forge. I think that ShoWTimE has created a little bit more time for himself right now. Yeah, and that's really what he needs, right? So he can build on this tech advantage that he's got right now in the sense of a gateway. There's a gateway coming up from MaxPax on the low ground as well, so I guess he plans on building some of those zealots to go into the opponent's main base. Rather than targeting the pylon down this time around, I guess MaxPax could just go ahead and kill the gateway too, which is fine. But still, ShoWTimE is buying a bunch of time, right? So there is a second pylon right now to power all of this once again. Even though the gateway is gone, Cybercore is already done, so that does allow him to transition towards the next step in the plan. I think that has to be a robo. Although robos are expensive though, they did increase the cost of that a little while ago. Instead, ShoWTimE decides to now invest into a warp gate upgrade, but that's going to take forever to finish. In the meantime, at home, is MaxPax doing anything else? Yeah, he has decided to plant down his own Cybercore at home as well. Double gas as a follow-up. Is he going to go for his own robo? I don't actually know. Like, maybe he could go for a robo on his opponent's side? I'm not entirely sure what the best way of going about this is. Though normally if you can get an Immortal out, especially with like a shield battery, for example, that would be fantastic. Now, you got to keep in mind, you don't really want to waste too many resources, right? So already, look at ShoWTimE. He's decided to plant down a shield battery at this point. All right. So, gateway eventually finishes. That's the second gateway here for ShoWTimE because he lost the first one. He's going to go for a forge. Or, sorry, for a stalker, rather. Man, I can't say words anymore. It's early on a Saturday morning, guys. What can I say? But he's going to be going right here for a stalker. And obviously, that one is going to be more than capable of killing any pesky probes that decide to get into the base once more. All right, so there's the Stargate going up here for MaxPax. I thought maybe a robo, but I think that this is... Yeah, since they made the robo like units more expensive, right? The Immortal in particular is very pricey these days. I think Void Rays make way more sense. If you can go for some Void Ray shenanigans here with shield batteries as well, you can deal so much damage, especially with prismatic alignment. Anyways, 2 Adepts managed to sneak into the main base. MaxPax has been teching as well. I guess that's the reason as well why ShoWTimE decided to get himself that warp gate upgrade so quickly. Yeah, so he can get himself a bunch of stalkers out in time. This is so dirty. So I love this, actually. ShoWTimE decided to build 2 pylons over here on the low ground, even now using one of those pylons to warp in. He really does not want his opponent to expand. All right, so here's the first Void Ray. MaxPax has a bunch of shield batteries. They have a lot of range, but not that much range. This is going to be very difficult to clean up right now. I mean, that's what I say anyway. I'm not entirely sure if I agree with it myself. Look how much damage prismatic alignment deals. Oh my god. So I know some people might not be totally familiar with MaxPax. MaxPax is one of the most promising Protoss players that we have in StarCraft 2. He's only 16 years old. Apparently, on his Wikipedia page, it says that he started playing StarCraft at the age of 8. The guy's ridiculously good at playing macro, but it's kind of funny that he's doing this right now. Alright, anyways, Stalkers on the other side of the map actually are a bit of an issue. Yeah, there's like nothing available at this point to really defend, and all that ShoWTimE needs to do is keep all of these Stalkers alive, buy a lot of time, and eventually he's gonna be able to start picking up probes right here for his opponent, right? And once these probes are gone, I mean, you just simply can't afford this anymore. So as long as ShoWTimE buys time, and there we go, he also has that battery overcharge. It's a luxury advantage right now because he, of course, has that Nexus close by, which is something that MaxPax doesn't, so he can't overcharge these batteries. Oh, he might even be able to kill it. Oh, not quite. I don't think he needs to, though. Yeah, these Stalkers over here are going to town. They are killing every single one of these workers. And there it is. GG is called ShoWTimE Defense in game number 2. Alrighty, so here we go. Game number 3 in this best of 3 series will be on Oxide. Now, I gotta say, I really love the way with which ShoWTimE defended that in game number 2, right? He very clearly knows the way you're supposed to be defending it. It just barely didn't work out in game number 1. He did so very cleanly, though, right? Very rigid play in general by the German player. Anyhow, low ground, oh, no. So the thing is, you need to make a wall in Protoss versus Protoss if you expect the game to go on for, you know, longer than 2 minutes. Because otherwise, Adepts can slip in, right? And if you're gonna build a pylon over here, I'm pretty sure that MaxPax, once more, has decided to go for a forge. Dude. So I've seen MaxPax quite a bit. I know he likes cheekiness, but he's very good at playing macro as well. Once again, the probes high-fived over here, so ShoWTimE probably realizes that something is not quite right. How do you deal with a low ground build, though? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, he's making a wall. Oh, he's making a wall. ShoWTimE just walled his opponent in. Yeah, you stay up there in your own main base. Oh, that's so dirty. Oh, that's so gross. So all that MaxPax needs to do right now is just wait for one of these pylons to finish up and then build a photon cannon. Oh. That photon is gonna keep those probes very busy, and it's also gonna be in range of the gateway. Oh, he used the gateway as part of the wall. Oh my god, MaxPax. I know that everyone hates being cheesed, right? But everyone loves watching a cheeser succeed. It's a weird experience. I've noticed this as well on the stream. Whenever I ask, hey, what kind of strategy should I play? Everyone's like, Loko, cheese him! But whenever I get cheesed, everyone's like, oh, that's disgusting. I can't believe your opponent. No skill. Yeah, I mean, that zealot might come out eventually, but now there's additional photon cannons going up inside of the main base. GG is cold. And there we have it. Do you think this is the shortest best of 3 series where we actually got to game 3 that I've ever casted? I mean, I've casted some very short series before, but those were usually 2-0s. This is a 2-1 in what, like under 10 minutes? I don't actually know. Nah, I've been blabbering for quite a while, so I don't think we're under 10 minutes, but anyways. So if MaxPax wasn't on your radar just yet, remember the name. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. If you want to see more, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to smile. And I'll see you once again in the next one.